Right.
Are you okay with this, but you're not okay, but you're not okay with the people protecting the other people from these people stormed the Capitol. They stormed the Capitol, broke into the Capitol. This was damn near a successful coup, or a coup, however you want to say it. You expect them? Yo, you got to be kidding me. You got to be yo. This is off the wall shit. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna. This is a race thing. This ain't no that. This what I ain't see. Not a black person out there. It was all white folks out there wilding.
Yeah, here tries to take my.
And this is a known thing that they've done over many hundreds of years. There's black community that's been taken out about from Tulsa, Oklahoma to some more shit. I just found out about another city that I had no idea. You got one in Atlanta or whatever the case may be that they flooded a whole town. There's under a lake, and that same lake every year take the lives of white people.
Ton again.
And I'm nowhere close to a racist. I'm nowhere close to a big none of that foolishness. Okay, not even an inkling. But the truth is the truth. No evil. There was somebody in that crowd that had the mindset like, yo, what are we doing here? This is not what we're here for. We're not here to beat the police up. You know what I'm saying? They only here to do what they do their job. That's what they're here to do. They have a job to do. You know what I mean? And y'all job was there to do this or cool, whatever the case may be. Cool. They didn't do anything to y'all. All they did was just walk through, and y'all attacked them as they walked through. Y'all lucky that they didn't treat y'all like they treat us and shoot every single one of y'all. Burger King is taking SNAP benefits now. Wow. I thought you couldn't buy hot food with SNAP. Plan to go while they were going in there, especially being outnumbered the way that they're outnumbered. Like, what was the actual plan?
It was.
Oh, they better than me. I would have shot somebody. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I would have shot the fuck out of somebody. Yo. I would have took so many people out with whatever 16 shots I got. And I would have thought about it later. For sure. They start attacking you. You didn't start attacking them. I'm just saying.
Trying to go
in Minneapolis, they tear gas, there's pepper spray everywhere, there's everything going on there. You see none of that here. You just see batons and shields. Like it's nothing going on here. Nowhere close to it, but hey, man for your man. When you in a gang and the police is the biggest gang, you got to be there for your guy. All right, whether you like him or not, and that's just brotherhood. Even in real life, even when you come to your family, like it's some family members. I might not even lie, but if I see them getting bum rushed or something like that, I'm gonna step in, and then after the fact, I'm gonna keep hating you. Describe what happened to them when they look back, and you can see they're still distraught. They're gonna have PTSD from this situation forever. Like, I don't know if these guys are still police till this day, but I lie to you. And I'm not even a person that's like, oh yeah, I'm here for the cops and all that stuff. But I'm here for humans, and I will honestly say that, I don't want to see anybody get hurt like this, especially over politics. Like, this stuff just breaks up everything. It just breaks up all of the excuse me, the morals that people should have and the compassion that people should have. I'm sorry, y'all. I couldn't tell if that was the wind or not. I'm very paranoid, y'all. I was about to grab my blicky. I thought somebody was trying to break into my window. But I think it's the wind. It's raining outside. I don't take no chances. All right, so let's take a look at this one here. I've never seen this, so give me a second, y'all. Let me roll it up. Let me get it queued up here. Let me get it queued up.
To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
They came from all 50 states. Out of some sense of patriotic duty,
so much more than just rallying for President Trump. It's really rallying for our way of life, the American dream, against fake news.
To protest an election they believed had been stolen.
We're here, Patriots. We're in Washington, D.C., Capitol building dead in front of us.
Their day of action would be January 6th, when Congress would count electoral ballots and ratify the 2020 election results. For some, it was just a rally for their president. For others, it was a call to arms.
We have the power in numbers. March on Congress directly after Trump's speech.
In the weeks beforehand, there were over 1 million mentions on social media.
Wait a minute. What the this is what they was doing at the Capitol? They had a whole new setup. Not like, and when I say a whole new setup, not a whole new setup, but this is the whole setup. What the fuck? Who did they plan on hanging?
In the weeks beforehand, there were over 1 million mentions on social media of storming the Capitol. Maps were shared of the building's layout. There was talk of bringing weapons and ammunition, and discussion over which lawmakers should be targeted first. This anger was based on a lie.
This election was a fraud.
A lie that had grown more frenzied after the election.
President Trump won this election.
They were flipping votes.
Steal the election in Philadelphia.
When you win in a landslide and they
steal the election in Atlanta.
And it's rigged.
Steal the election in Milwaukee.
It's not acceptable.
This is outrageous.
A lie spread by the president and his closest allies.
Let's call out cheating when we find it.
Some of whom stoked calls for violence.
All hell is going to break loose tomorrow.
Everyone's going to remember who actually stands in the breach and fights tomorrow and who goes running off like a chicken.
We bleed freedom.
This will be their Waterloo.
And we will sacrifice for freedom.
This will be.
This is crazy how people just start these type of things. This rhetoric and all of this, and there's so many people that just follow behind. There are so many fucking followers in this world. It's not even funny. It was too many followers in this world. There's nothing that one man in my day and age, in this 40-year-old body that I'm in right now, that could get me to believe a whole bunch of shit. I mean, not a preacher, not a pastor, not a Andrew Tate, not a none of these people. I believe what I believe, and I know what's to be true. What's to be true. You can't convince me no other way. And especially when it's right and right is wrong. You can't convince me to go do wrong for someone else. I don't give a fuck what president it is. I don't give a damn what congressman it is. I don't give a damn who it is. You can't convince me to do wrong to someone else for someone else. I ain't never been in a gang. And that shit is a fucking gang. You're in a gang and you have a gang leader. These are your gang leaders to tell you to go hurt someone else. And you, as the coward you are, because you have strength in numbers, you're gonna go do it. I bet you wouldn't do it by yourself, though.
Their destruction.
What happened next was chaos.
They broke the glass.
Insurrection.
Take it now! Treason!
Death. Then there began a campaign to whitewash history, starting at the top.
It was a zero threat. Right from the start, it was zero threat.
And spreading throughout the Republican Party.
Even calling it an insurrection, it wasn't. By and large, it was peaceful protest.
One lawmaker who helped barricade the House doors now suggests there was barely any threat.
If you didn't know the TV footage was a video from January the 6th, you would actually think it was a normal tourist visit.
What?
A tourist visit? This was not. And the proof is in the footage. As part of a 6-month investigation, the New York Times has collected and forensically analysed thousands of videos. Most filmed by the rioters themselves. We obtained internal police radio traffic.
We lost the line!
And went to court to unseal police body cam footage. Our reconstruction shows the Capitol riot for what it was. A violent assault encouraged by the president on a seat of democracy that he vowed to protect. We'll chart how police leaders failed to heed warnings of an impending attack putting rank-and-file officers in danger. We'll track key instigators in the mob, taking advantage of weaknesses in the Capitol's defences to ignite a wave of violence that engulfed the building. We'll show, for the first time, the many simultaneous points of attack and the 8 breaches of what appeared to be an impenetrable institution of government.
It's crazy.
We'll show how the
insane.
delay to secure Congress likely cost a rioter her life, and how for some, storming the Capitol was part of the plan all along.
In fact, tomorrow, I don't even like to say it because I'll be arrested.
Well, let's not say it.
We need to go, I'll say it.
All right.
We need to go in to the Capitol.
Let's go!
Yo, they was wildin'. Yo,
It's the morning of January 6th, and thousands are filling the National Mall in Washington. Trump will speak here at the Ellipse, a large park near the White House and a half-hour walk to the US Capitol, where the election will be certified. Who's actually in this crowd? Most are ordinary citizens who believe Trump's lie that the election was stolen.
It's going to be a great day. It's going to be wild, as Trump said.
And even if it was stolen, what makes you think that protesting is going to do anything? Like you went from protesting to violence.
But we also see more extreme groups who've gained a following during Trump's presidency. There are followers of the QAnon conspiracy
Drinking their blood, eating our babies.
who believe that Trump is facing down a cabal of Satan-worshipping pedophiles. Q posts often invoke notions of patriotism and predict a coming storm. And ahead of January 6th, some supporters call for violence. The Oath Keepers, a far-right paramilitary group, are also here.
We have men already stationed outside D.C.
Their leader has said the group is ready to follow Trump's orders and take members of what they call the deep state into custody.
That shit sound like a gang to me. This shit sound like a whole huge gang to me. When you said you waiting on his say so. So you telling me people could do that in America? Like you lose and you could just have people to show up and just take over whatever place you lost. So if I lost the dice game tomorrow, I could just come to your house and just be like, nah, I lost, man. It was a lie that I lost. I'm telling you, it was a lie. It was a lie. And being that it is a lie, I'm gonna bring some of me and my peoples to your house and we're gonna bum rush your home and we're gonna come in there and we're gonna do what we want to do. Because I said it's a lie. I said so. So it should. So because I said so, that's what it is.
They're organised, staging their military-style equipment neatly on the ground. And later, they put on body armour, talk on radios, and chat with their supporters on a walkie-talkie app called Zello.
We have a good group. We got about 30, 40 of us. We're sticking together and sticking to the plan. Y'all, we're 1 block away from the Capitol now. I'm probably going to go silent when I get there because I'm going to be a little busy.
Another group is the Proud Boys. They're far-right nationalists who flash white power signs throughout the day.
Check out all this testosterone.
Bunch of racists.
They became a household name when Trump invoked them during a presidential debate.
Proud Boys, stand back and stand by.
And that's what they did.
Stand back and
They
stand
have a
by.
history of street violence and will be key instigators of the riot. We'll return to them soon. Although the rally is billed as a political protest, some make calls to storm the Capitol even before Trump speaks.
We are going to the Capitol, where our problems are. It's that direction.
And later, when Trump does take the stage,
We're going to walk down to the Capitol.
some hear his words as a call to action.
You'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong.
Invade the Capitol building.
Do the right thing.
Take the Capitol. Take it.
If this was any other citizen, regular old citizen that told y'all, hey, go do this, go do that in this neighborhood and go take over this and the third. He's a gang leader. He's a gang leader, point blank. He may end up in some sort of indictment or a RICO, or the case may be, because now he's inciting riots. I'm just saying. I said inciting riots. Speaking of this, sir.
Marching over to the Capitol building.
2 hours before this, the Proud Boys were already heading for the Capitol. They're clearly spoiling for a fight with far-left agitators like Antifa, who they believe are in DC.
Where's Antifa?
But there are moments that suggest another motive.
Take the fucking Capitol. Come on, tighten up.
There's too many of these damn political gangs out here, man. This shit is insane.
Right.
They're organised too. Many are marked with orange tape or hats.
Here's all the Proud Boys, guys. And those are the boys marching with us. We got hidden guys everywhere.
They're wearing body armour, carrying baseball bats, and using radios.
That's affirmative. Yes, this is Tucker.
Leading them is Ethan Nordine, who's been entrusted with so-called war powers. He's joined by other well-known Proud Boys, like Joe Biggs, an organiser from Florida, Dominic Pizzola, a former Marine,
How did they know that was
and
him?
Billy Crestman. They will be among the first rioters inside the Capitol building.
Proud Boys.
Clowns.
As Trump is speaking,
If these dudes did not have anyone to back them, they would have never done this shit. These are cowards, man. These are cowards. Straight up.
some of his other supporters also head to the Capitol.
Whose street? Our street! Whose street? Our street!
And the tone is becoming menacing.
We're gonna storm the fucking Capitol! Fuck you fuckers!
USA! USA!
Just ahead, officers guarding the building are understaffed and ill-equipped for what's coming their way.
You gotta stop us!
The building is more than 2 football fields in length, and barricades erected on the east side are defended by just a few dozen officers. The west side, facing Trump's rally, is even lighter. The fencing has been extended, and on the northwest approach only 5 officers stand guard.
Damn!
Around 5 also defend the southwest approach, a few
We're
more
close to
dot
it
the
now.
lawn, and about a dozen officers are behind them. Plans to storm the Capitol were made in plain sight, but the FBI and Department
no
of Homeland
preparation.
Security did not deem those threats as credible.
They did not prepare correctly.
We will take that building! USA!
Capitol police leaders and Washington's mayor were warned at least 3 times of violent threats, but also didn't take them seriously or circulate that information. And they declined offers of security personnel from federal and other agencies. They could have enlisted several hundred more Capitol Police for duty on January 6th, but did not.
We are taking our house!
And none of the officers on the barricades have protective gear or crowd control equipment. As a result, the Capitol is sparsely defended. It's 12:50 p.m.
So if they were successful, what was the outcome? They were going to force Trump to be in office. They were going to force him. I'm so curious. What was the main outcome that they were thinking they was going to get out of this?
And a large group of
I'm
Proud
so
Boys is
serious.
with other protesters right by the Capitol Police line.
I got a feeling they believe those 5 officers are going to stop some shit.
Joe Biggs is rallying them when he's approached by Ryan Samsel, a Trump supporter from Pennsylvania. They chat, we don't know about what. But a minute later, Samsel is the first to approach the police line. And it's now that the protest turns violent. Without hesitation, the crowd overpowers the police. Nearby, a second group breaks through on another approach. Others jump fences. And now hundreds of rioters rush forward on several fronts.
DC is a motherfucking war zone! Fucking war! Forward!
Police retreat to the Capitol building, where it's becoming more threatening. A mob mentality begins to take hold.
There's no way that little
Police
bit
are
of
so
could've handled
outnumbered,
that.
they're forced to
There's no
retreat
way.
again to more tightly defend access points to the Capitol. It's now 5 minutes into the siege that the Capitol Police Chief calls for backup from local law enforcement, known as the Metropolitan Police,
over the place,
and asks other capital leaders to mobilise the National Guard.
You took an oath! Does that not mean a damn thing to you, does it?
Metro Police...
What? Yo, they just be saying shit. You took an oath? Yeah, you took an oath to protect the people. And y'all aren't the people that should be protected. Sir?
Police will arrive within 15 minutes, but for reasons we'll explain later,
y'all
the
are the
National
people that
Guard
they're trying
will
to
arrive for over 4 hours.
Other people from that are inside, whether they right or wrong, whether these government officials be right or wrong, this is not the way to do it. This is not the way to do it. Nowhere close to it.
Meanwhile, more Capitol Police come to reinforce the line. It's the first time we see officers in riot gear. But most are missing their shields because they had not prepared to unlock the storage area where that equipment is kept.
You saw all those
Proud
people out
boys
there,
like
y'all
Billy
didn't do this?
Crestman keep rallying the mob.
Who's the house? Do you want your house back? Take it! Take it!
And again, they start brawling with the police.
Let's get their
Minutes
guns.
later, reinforcements from the Metro Police arrive.
And all these people got pardoned? That's insane.
A high-ranking Metro officer immediately calls for more backup.
Get U-12 up to help maintain the lines.
Oh,
They're throwing
barricades everywhere.
They struggle to subdue rioters, who respond with their own chemical spray. And within 30 minutes, the police already have casualties.
Multiple capital injuries! Multiple capital injuries!
This first wave of rioters battling police has paved the way across Capitol grounds for others to follow. And after Trump finishes speaking, thousands more now fill this space. Meanwhile, inside the Capitol, Nancy Pelosi and Mike Pence have begun certifying the 2020 presidential election results. Certification will happen on both.
So this was all happening while they were outside. They were at
sides of the building, in the House and the Senate. And this is what the rioters want to stop. An hour into the assault, the mob is battling a police line here, along the west face of the Capitol. But that violence is now going to spread to multiple points of attack, as West Side rioters stream around the Capitol and incite the crowd on the east. Here's what that crowd looks like on the east. They're aware of the siege happening on the west side, and some are emboldened by it. But up until now, they've been kept behind the barricades. Then, this group from the west storms around the building and pushes right through the barriers. The police here barely put up a fight. And it's now that protesters all along the east barricades surge forward. Officers are overwhelmed from several directions.
Now these people are just regular protesting at this point.
And retreat to guard Capitol entrances.
Right here is just regular. So when you start.
But these rioters believe they've been deputized by their president to stop a crime. And now they start trying to get into the building itself. The Capitol is now surrounded. Rioters haven't made it inside yet, but around the time that the mob on the east pushed forward, rioters on the west were making a pivotal move. This scaffolding was erected for the upcoming inauguration of Joe Biden. It covers a staircase that gives direct access to an upper level, and dozens of doors and windows. 3 police lines guard that route. But at ground level, officers are so overwhelmed that just a few cover this crucial access point. Several Proud Boys see the weakness.
These are real stairs. They're funneled over here. Stairs are right there. That opens.
They give it direction after direction.
Proud Boys start fighting the police, and with others in the mob, they push through the line.
They were nowhere close to prepared. No spray,
over several minutes,
no
it's a brutal
spray,
fight on these steps. At one point, the rioters are held back, but they make a final push up the flight of stairs. At the top, they scuffle again with a small group of officers.
Nothing they can do.
Who give in after barely a minute.
Stop following orders! Stop!
The mob now has direct access to Capitol entrances.
You look how ironic that is. Stop following orders, but you following orders of somebody else on a megaphone that you have no idea who the fuck they are. Come on. How stupid these people are.
I can't believe this is reality. We accomplished this shit.
It's one gang against another gang. Police against these fucking racist motherfuckers that decide to call themselves Proud Boys and some old other shit.
And hundreds more protesters below surge forward.
Let's go! Seize his arms!
It's utter mayhem, and it's about to get worse. The scene is being filmed from countless angles, allowing us to piece together, moment by moment, what comes next. Proud Boy Dominic Pizzola uses a police shield he stole to bash in a window. And at 2:13 p.m, the Capitol is breached. Michael Sparks, a Trump supporter from Kentucky, is the first person inside. A police officer seems unsure of what to do and backs off. Sparks is followed by Proud Boys and other far-right extremists, one carrying a Confederate flag, another armed with a baseball bat. When rioters break open the locked doors, hundreds more rush in. This is a critical moment.
Now I see how they knew it was him, because he took his mask off in that video. Because at first I was like, how did they know? And earlier in the video, they were like, oh yeah, this is one of the leaders.
Must now defend the outside and inside of the building, stretching them even further. Simultaneous events now happen that are critical to lawmakers' safety. Rioters head straight for the Senate and will be at its doors in 2 minutes.
Hear that music in the background. That's the church
above them,
across the way.
The Senate is called into recess.
Boss, protesters are in the building. Thank you.
Members will evacuate down these stairs. In this hallway directly overhead the rioters, Officer Eugene Goodman is sprinting to overtake them. He passes Mitt Romney, who he warns to turn around. Reinforcements are following behind. Goodman overtakes the mob, goes downstairs and intercepts them. He holds them off while backup arrives upstairs.
One down. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Behind these rioters and just feet away is an escape route where lawmakers and Senate staff are now fleeing. Just one officer stands guard. Keeping his composure, Goodman draws the mob away from that escape route to where reinforcements are waiting.
Smart. He's smart. He's smart. Smart. He's smart. He's smart. He's smart.
He glances toward the Senate and realizes a door is unguarded. Goodman shoves the protester again, lures the mob away, and brings them into that line of fellow officers.
He's smart. He's smart. He's smart. I love love it. Yeah, that's what you gonna do, whore.
Again, the rioters here are convinced it's their duty to defend democracy.
Bunch of fucking clowns.
We want fucking justice! We want justice! Go arrest!
The officers hold them off here, for now. Meanwhile, on the other side of the Capitol, a few political leaders are evacuated from the House of Representatives.
So even if there was some illegal activity going on, you go about it the right way. Y'all get indictments and y'all prosecute these people. You're telling someone to go and arrest the vice president. For what? On what charges? Who are you? What charges am I going to go arrest the vice president for? I truly believe if one of those cops or a few of those cops would have let off some rounds, it would have went totally different. I truly believe if they didn't do all this baton foolishness, if they would have let off a couple rounds, not in the air, into a couple people, it would have definitely backed up half of them motherfuckers. I'm just saying. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Who knows? In hindsight, who the hell knows? I don't give a damn who it is. I don't look at no flesh, no man, no dick and balls like how any of these people do. And I admire my dad to the utmost, and I don't even look at him like this. There's no man or no woman in this world that I look at and I say, oh, they're my leader. Not one. There's no man or no woman in this world that is my leader. Point blank. I am my own leader. I am my own man. I go by my own fucking my morality and I can't even get it out. There's no way. Not a president, not a celebrity, not a football player, not an athlete, not a nothing. If you ain't God himself, if you ain't God, him or she or whoever God is, you are not my leader on this Sunday morning. I would never give no flesh, not one fucking piece of flesh, that much to give them that much power over me, to say they're my leader. I have no leader. I lead within my own, for sure. And even when I follow, I lead. Those said Proud Boys that they're talking about, they knew they didn't have enough that many numbers. They knew there were going to be people out there already protesting. So why not be the antagonist? Why not be the one that riles everyone up? Because we know people are fucking idiots. We know they're idiots. We know they're easily gullible. Just like they're gullible as well for their so-called leader, but these people are in the mix. As you heard in the beginning of this clip, they said we're going to be in the mix. We're going to look like any other person, whether it's going to look like Antifa or whoever the case may be. So that it looks like a regular, quote unquote, person and not their leader of whatever set group they're a part of. It doesn't look like they're the ones that's setting it off. It just look like, oh, Joe Blow next to me is saying, let's go. He has enough pride like me to run into this building. But the whole time it's been some Proud Boy leader for Trump. See? And your clown ass went and did it. You's a clown. He's a bunch of freaking clowns. Yo, I don't care who it is. There's no man on this earth that could convince me to go hurt somebody else. I ain't never been in a gang. I can never be in a gang because first, as soon as the gang leader comes to me and say, hey, you see, you know, Wada across the way. Yeah, Wada, I want him taken out and I want you to do it. Why? Why do you want me to do it? What did he do to me? Did he do something to you? And if he did do something to you, why you don't go do it? And then that me and that person gonna be beef. Me and that so-called leader. I ain't with that. Ain't no way.